So today I want to think about color and pattern. I'm going to use a limited palette, Cad Red Medium, Cerulean Blue, and Cad Yellow Medium. And then I have a raw umber and a parchment, and I do have an extra yellow. This is the Blick Yellow Oxide. But the first thing I'm going to do is just do a simple potted plant with some tulips on over here, but we'll do it kind of big. And you can see how quick I'm drawing these. And then I'm going to start with a green, and I'm going to mix this bright yellow and this cerulean blue. And it gets a really like a Kelly green sort of. And I'm going to put a little bit of this raw umber to tone it down. And I'm just going to touch that in here and there. Now I'm going to take my red and mix it. Well, let's just do red, the red right off. I'm going to touch these tulips. Okay, move that around a little bit. Let's add the parchment to it and see what we get. Using a very limited palette, and that's a really pretty pink. So let's do 3 pinks here. I'm going to take that color and do this pot here. So I'm just mixing colors and then just moving them around. Maybe I'll use that yellow and do this pot. Cerulean blue and some white. So I've got that bright blue, and I can put a little bit of this raw umber in it to tone it down. I love that color. Let's see, let's do this pot. Let's try to mix a purple. All right, I'm gonna clean my brush. I'm gonna take the blue, take the red, which should make a purple, a little more blue. And let's try some of that parchment in it. Oh, it's just so satisfying to play with color like this. And maybe some of these greens here and there. I might just touch that. I've grabbed a whole pile of colored pencils, and I'm just going to quickly pick a color like Prismacolor Indigo Blue. And I'm just gonna outline very loosely a few things here. And let's do one more. We'll pick this. This is a Prismacolor Orange. And again, I'm just gonna touch here and there. This is so fun. I'm looking at this yellow pot and I'm thinking, oh, that orange would probably look good in that pot. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to put some pattern in. I'm going to put a little diamond pattern here. I don't really want that ending right at the table. Just playing and bringing y'all along. I think I'm going to put a really thin stripe. I think I'm going to go ahead and do my tables and backgrounds and then put the pattern on. That would make more sense. So it's a constant thinking process. So right here I have greens and pinks. What would go pretty? I'm gonna mix my pink and green and get kind of a neutrally mucky neutral, but I love it. And let's see here, I'm gonna add a little bit more white to that. Let's try that as a background right here. Let's just try, I'm gonna do a yellow, mix it with some of my green and get kind of a limey green and grab some white. Yeah, so it's a light color, but it's kind of a limey green color. Let's just throw that down here. And I'm gonna touch that green into my leaves up here. All right, here I've got yellow and green. So, ooh, purple would be pretty. I'm gonna take this purple that I mixed. Let's see if I put some more blue in it. That's pretty. Maybe a little more blue. A little red. Make it a little more saturated. I could add just a touch of yellow to neutralize it. That's pretty. I'm gonna grab a little bit of white, just playing with color, just mixing this and that. Okay, let's try that. And once I finish, I can go back and adjust all of this. Ooh, I think a light blue would be pretty down here. So I've got a light blue mixed here, kind of a neutral blue, and I'm gonna add a bunch of white to it. Let's see if we can add a little more blue to it. And I toned that blue down with the raw umber. And more blue, just mixing. You can get so many different colors. Okay, I'm gonna grab some more white. I want a really light, kind of a light, dusty, neutrally blue. I like that right there. And let's throw that in. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna take this purple and some of this orange, add some white to it. Let's see what that looks like. We'll do another neutral back here. And we can always change these. I'm trying to leave a little bit of white. Let's take this Kelly green, mix a little bit, just whatever's on my palette right there, and grab a little parchment. Right now I'm just taking piles in that I've mixed already and grab and just making another color. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play with some pattern. Let's see, what patterns could we do here? I might just do a, let's just do a stripe here. I don't like that the table is exactly where the top of the pot is. So I'm gonna take some white and I think I'm gonna pull my pattern down just a little and change where my table's hitting. See, this is how you can change things. But yeah, I like the table line down here a little better. And I'm gonna take just some of the straight yellow, I think, and just throw it right there. I might take a little bit of that, my original red, and just throw it up in there. That's pretty. Maybe make one flower. Well, now it looks like 4 flowers, but this is, I'm just gonna, well, since I've got 4, I'm gonna go ahead and make another one here. Okay, so now I have 5. I like odd numbers, so now I have 5 little tulips in here. I think I'm just gonna do I love this diamond pattern, so I'm just gonna throw it in here. I've got all these little patterns that I've done on like tissue papers, and I think I was looking at those. You can kind of hold them on and see what you think. I think that might look cute right there. I'm just going to use some matte medium, and if you have stuff on tissue paper, it just blends right in. So I'm just going to throw that down there. I think I'm just going to put the tiniest diamonds right here, just a little bitty pattern. It's just kind of a muted yellow. I think I'll take this lavender that I just mixed and put at the bottom of this one. Oh, what would go with this? I like that white in there. How about a little swatch of dots right under that pot? I could put five in this one. And I'm gonna add a little bit of brown to that and make kind of a terracotta color, and just come down and put it in that side of this, and then just touch it with my finger so that it kind of darken that side of the pot. Oh, I like that better. Oh, I know one thing I want to do. I want to just very loosely outline these tulips. Just a little bit of line work in here. Like right here. Let's thin that out a little bit. I think I could put a little more line work in these tulips. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Love this. Make my diamonds a little darker here. Ooh, that another pattern would be pretty right there. Let's just throw that in, one more pattern in here. Yeah, see how random that is when it's on tissue paper? It's just a great way to throw a pattern in. And I think for this one, if it's dry enough, I'm just going to throw a line in. Love that color back there, and then you put the pattern on it. The layers just start to look so pretty. I'm gonna just go scratch and scrape a little bit more. Just scratch with my black pencil, just here and there a little bit more. Anyway, that was color and pattern using a simple drawing and a very limited palette, and just different patterns that I drew in or had on tissue paper. And that was super fun, and I appreciate you watching, and leave me any comments or questions. Thanks again.